Hello guys, so I decided to do a video of how I do my haircuts, how I come up with those crispy haircuts you see on my page, IG, Facebook or YouTube. So a run through. This is not a tutorial video because I'm nowhere an educator, but this is just to show you how I achieve some of the works you see on my page. So here is me going with 1.5 on the grain on my client. I already shampooed this hair, so it's all looking so prepped and looking ready to be cut. I didn't do much. I just used basically shampoo and conditioner to prep the hair. So I'm going with 1.5 with a grain, trying to cut everything nice and slow to lay it down. My next step will be going with my 1 guard against the grain from the side to the back of the hair, just doing it nice and slowly. My next step is to go with my 0 guard, just to flick out the lower part of the back of the hair to the side of the ear, just to create more fade. What I'm trying to achieve actually is an invisible taper low-fade. I'm not trying to do much. This is not a regular haircut, but if you look closely, you will see the transition I'm trying to create. Next step is going with my Slimmer Pro, creating the invisible tapper. A type of invisible tapper fade. As you can see, sometimes it might look like I messed up the hair. No, I didn't. This is actually the plan I have on set before the haircut. So I already want to achieve an invisible tapper fade, whereby I know my client doesn't have beard. So what I want to do is to create a transition from skin to low to lower low to the top of the hair. I hope you can see what I'm talking about. So what I'm doing next is to no guard on my clipper with the lever open. I'm trying to tap in with the edges of my blade, doing it nice and slow, not doing too much, just to create that transition. As a barber, we are artists, so we use our clippers as a pencil. My next step is using the edge of my trimmer to create the C-cup. Sometimes I prefer to begin with the C-cup. Sometimes I just go to the middle of the hair, start my hairline. The next step is to go above the ear to the back side of the hair, just to create this line, this nice line. Like I said, this is not a tutorial video, but somehow it's well illustrated. This is just how my regular cut is. This is my routine. You can call it the HoG system, no problem. Next step is to go with my styling moves. I like to use the moves to lay the hair down, especially when I'm doing this type of cut. What the moves does is just to lay the hair down, so when I'm doing my shape up, I don't have to worry about hair moving around. Now I'm brushing the hair all together using my blade comb, just to make sure I don't have excess hair the front of the edges to the side, just to make sure the hair is all ready for lineup. My next step is trying to use my trimmer to go from middle to the side to create this line. This is the best part of the haircut. A haircut without the hairline is not a complete haircut. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. This video is not a tutorial video, it's just an illustration of how my everyday cut looks like. I hope you learn, you enjoy, and you keep sharing this video. Now I'm going back to the left side, trying to do what I do to the right side, basically just creating the line. Everything is coming out nice and slow. I'm not doing too much. I'm just trying to do a little, just to tap. When I'm cutting hair, I don't like to push the line back. I just like to cut less hair as possible, since I'm using an enhancement at the end of the haircut. Here is me trying to trim the top with my trimmer because I don't want any hair standing. Yes, this is the part I love most. With my cordless airbrush, I try to go with it to enhance the hair, to make the line more pop. this is the best part of my haircut because I like enhancement. I like to experiment how it looks like. Now you can see the lineup is looking so pop, darker and all coming out together. I already did the framework. What I'm doing now is just enhancing. There are different types of enhancement, but I like to use my cordless compressor with the mixed dye, semi-permanent dye in it. So my next step is to go with my blade. I like this step. I like to go with my blade just to make sure I have the finished result, because each time a client books my service, they tell me that my haircut lasted for weeks. They still can feel the hairline. That's why I like to use my blade. My blade will just bring out more sharpness to the hairline I already did. So I'm not doing too much. I'm just doing what I love. I didn't learn this a day. I learned this over time. I hope you're enjoying this video. So I'm just using the blade to shape the corner to make sure I'm not having any edges. I promise you 2-3 days this haircut is still looking fresh, just because the detail work I'm doing on this client. Now I'm using my scissors to do some trimming just to make sure I'm not having any excess hair. This is me just doing my thing. I'm not worried. Barbing is what I love to do. I feel confident in doing this. My last step is to use my face mist mixed with rose water on my client. This part is just to make you feel the comfortability of you being groomed and pampered. I like to pamper my client. This allows water to get into your skin and to make it pop. You can call this the HoG system. This is my system. This is my routine. This is how my everyday haircut looks like. This is what I do day to day. I hope you like this video. Keep sharing, keep liking, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you. May God bless.